April 17th. You're probably watching this on Saturday or Sunday, sometime during the weekend. We've got so much to talk about with the stocks application here in Google Sheets. Want to go over what is happening. Okay. Working on discovering all the types of companies I'd be interested in investing in, how to play the market, what's going on, where to focus your money, what's out there, what to stay away from. Well, I have a list of like over almost 3,000 companies and trusts and funds and all kinds of stuff in here. It's about 3,000 of them. It needs to get shrunk down. And so in order to shrink it down, I was thinking about looking, oh, well, let's see the ones that have had the largest changes and only go with really volatile companies maybe to see if you can retain a relatively large profit in a short amount of time. Maybe that's a risky but fun way to go. You'll see that a lot of these are micro and small caps. They are relatively small companies in terms of what their market cap is. This is in millions, so $265 million market cap for Silver Lake Capital. So these ones that are having these really high percentage change days, micro and small caps, like anything can happen. It's really it is really a gamble, and you can't put your faith in a company that you know that's national or global or anything. So looking at a lot of these things, only one large cap company in here that had a big gain, and that was Discovery Communications. And when I was looking through Discovery Communications, Discovery Channel and everything, they have many billions of dollars in goodwill. Their goodwill amount, Matt, like helps to make them solvent in many ways in their income statement or their balance sheet. So that scares me here. I kind of understand. I will stay away from this company here, even though they seem to have billions in assets all over the place. It's very weird, but I just don't trust it. So that's what I was looking for as I was analyzing this today. And I want to talk about not just the winners, but looking at the losers too. A lot of the losers were in the energy sector, um, oil rigs, energy equipment. You can see that oil's really suffering. The price is going down because there's still an influx of supply. The demand isn't there because we're all staying in our homes, and we're probably going to continue to stay in our homes for a while because the virus is still prevalent everywhere. It's just going to spread again. So these oil companies, and storage companies, and rigging and drilling and exploration, they're all having tremendous amount of difficulty. So you can see that it's really difficult to get into those industries at all right now. So I didn't like anything that I saw, obviously, on the losers side. A lot of micro caps and small caps and mid caps were saying. So now I want to look at something else. Let's look at this in a more fun way. Let's look at this descending by market cap. Because that's going to do is show us our largest market cap companies, or shares times price per share should be the market cap. And it's showing you things in billions. And one thing that I noticed as I was going through this is I was like, well, if you told me what's the company with the highest market cap on the stock exchange, any of the exchanges, either the Nasdaq or on the Dow, if you were to say that, you can unhide this and see this. On the New York Stock Exchange, the CEO, CNNOC, it's a Chinese-based oil and consumer fuels, has like a $4 trillion market cap, almost $5 trillion. I mean, what is this insanity? It's something I would never invest in. Here's two banks in Chile, or investment company and a bank in Chile. Would you send your money to a Chilean bank? The answer is no. No, I don't want to send my money to a Chilean bank. I don't care if they say they have, a $2 trillion, $3 trillion market cap. I don't know, right? So it made me realize that there's a lot of companies on here that I wouldn't ever consider investing in. And I don't want them to hog resources in this file. I don't really care what this is because I'm never going to touch it as an American, someone who wants to follow the companies that I invest in. So that means that these guys can go. You guys can just get deleted. You're gone. And there's a few other ones that I have down here as nevers, right? Got this China. That's a Colombian gas group there. Delete that. Not going to do it. Okay. So what that means is that this is going to shrink. Our list here is going to shrink as we go through every company. And you start to see that by market cap, there are companies that I absolutely do like. There's Microsoft, who I've been a Microsoft Excel user, heavy user for decades. Apple may be coming into a more difficult time for them right now, even though they're obviously still really strong and deserving of their very large market cap. Amazon survives no matter what happens here with this pandemic. That's why their stock is so high at 2000 something. What does that chart look like for them? Yeah, it goes up. I mean, they're a super expensive stock, but they're also a really powerful company right now. Google, I think, is actually a little underpriced right now. You don't realize how much they own and what they do. I know they have Alphabet there and they're breaking things off, but I believe it's all that's still under the Alphabet company. Everything's underneath, and that's actually pretty cheap for them looking at the chart. Um, so we'll talk more about these companies later. I always like Walmart. I actually put a target price in for Walmart. Walmart is just, you don't understand their ability to distribute and be everywhere and constantly have everything you need and ability to restock and keep the prices low. And they are a staple in the world right now. It's amazing what they're doing and continuing to do through these difficult times. I think they will continue to go up, even though they look like they're hitting their 52-week highs probably. This is a 90-day chart. We could go back 360 days. You'll see what happens to the charts. All the charts are going to change because we're doing 365 instead of 90. See how long it takes. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Eventually goes faster than you think, especially when we end up deleting a lot of these companies that are never going to be potentially invested in. This is going to go a whole lot faster. And what you're going to be left with every day is the top 10 changing, winning and losing stocks of the day that are specialized, that I've reviewed their financial statements, that I have researched them and thought about what's going to happen with them over the future and over the long term. So that's what we're going to be getting at as we continue to do this every day. And it does take a little bit longer to process, I guess, when I am recording video at the same time. So anyway, I have 2,900 or so companies to go through. I'm going to see what I can accomplish by Monday and trim this thing down to probably, what you're going to leave in here is things I'm interested in and also things that just should be in here to watch in general. And that could be companies that we're never going to invest in, but ones that we'd want to watch for other types of reasons. But things that are located in China, like this is probably located in China. I'm just going to be deleting them right off here because there's no way I want to invest in them. I don't even want them clogging up this file. So as for today, biggest winners. Let's take a look real fast. This is loading, by the way. Should I give it a second? Should I give it another second while it does? If you want access to this file, I'm going to start spreading it around. So you can go to kenberryverman.com, look it up. I will be selling access to my comments and this information. And before I post these videos every day, you can get a copy of a unlisted version of the video to see what I've talked about if you want to make any movements on this during the day. It is going to be from the heart and looking at the numbers. Yeah, it does take a little while here to update, but it's really cool how this updates relatively fast. As you can see, look at that Google, right? Was I saying? Google apparently probably about 4 months ago was at a really, really solid, much better high here, and they're trying to creep back. So Google's a good buy. They are a powerful company with the information that they have and what they're doing. I know there's supposed to be an Apple Google conglomeration, probably like a health app tracking people. Things are going to be changing. The way we communicate, the way we work, things are going to change. So anyway, that's the update for today. As you can see, there's a ton of work being done on the file. And if you want to follow it and track it, just stay with me here on kenberryverman.com. So we're out. May all of our trades be winning. Sure.